I gotta tell you, Sam, I was really worried about swimming out here in the deep water, but it feels so good.
Well, it's like I told you. As a seal, there's nothing to worry about. Ah! It's a great white! Swim!
You may be concerned about Sam and his other seal friend, but even though a great white shark attacked them from out of nowhere, they survived. They may have a scratch to remind them of their close encounter, but they'll be all right. Great white sharks are considered by many to be the epitome of a shark terror, and it's no wonder. The movie Jaws from 1975 was based on the great white shark. Let's look at some of the stats. They have thick, powerful bodies with large tails that can propel them to 15 miles per hour. That may not sound fast, but have you ever moved your arm through the water? Try it next time you go swimming or take a bath. You'll notice your arm moving much slower through the water because there's more resistance. 15 miles per hour is not the fastest fish in the sea, but it's still fast. Faster than many people can run on land. They can grow to well over 20 feet or 6 meters long, with the two longest records being at 36 feet and 37 feet long. That's a little over 11 meters. I've been learning shark facts for many years, but when I read that, I almost couldn't believe it. One of those was captured in Australia, while the other was caught in New Brunswick, in Canada. I think that helps us understand some of their broad range. To be fair, some question if the one caught in Canada might not have been a basking shark, not a great white shark, since the basking shark tends to be even longer than the great white shark, and that's where its range is. But more on the basking shark later this week. Many sharks enjoy warm tropical waters, but the great white is very content to hang out in deep, cold, murky water. Here are some of the places that are considered hot spots for the great white shark. In the United States of America, there is Southern California, Massachusetts, and even off the Outer Banks of North Carolina, believe it or not. South Africa, for certain, is a hot spot, and Australia. Initially observed in South Africa, great white sharks can stalk seals from deep underwater, charge up quickly, and strike their prey with such speed that they launch themselves completely out of water. If you've ever seen it, the sight is very impressive. The highest recorded, yet still estimated jump for a great white shark out of the water is a whopping 15 feet. And what's amazing? It's captured on film. Guess where it happened? South Africa. Look for a link in the episode notes to see the video. Although great white sharks are large, powerful, and apex predators, they do not often attack people. It does happen, though, often because of what shark scientists call mistaken identity. They think they're going for a seal, but it ends up being a surfer in a black wetsuit looking just like a seal. One reason marine biologists think this is because after the first attack, the shark doesn't continue to eat the person. It's usually bite and swim. They think, oops, you're not a seal. Sorry. Unfortunately, because of the size and velocity of the great white shark, that one bite can be fatal. Rest assured, sharks do not consider you a meal they'd like to eat. Fortunately, while attacks do happen, they have other things they'd rather go for. Time for our quiz. Number 1. Is Hawaii a great white shark hotspot? Nope. 2. Name a great white shark hotspot. You could say California, South Africa, Australia, and others. 3. Where have great white sharks commonly been observed charging up at their prey and leaping out of the water? In South Africa. Question 4. How long was the longest recorded great white shark? 37 feet, just about 11 meters. We have a question about sharks from Nora in Oklahoma. I'm going to let Eden ask on her behalf.
Why do sharks have sharp teeth?
And here is Edmund with the answer.
The answer to your question, Nora, is that the shark clamps down on its prey, so that way the prey can't swim away, and then the shark can eat its prey because they don't have hands.
So, Nora and listeners, have you ever tried to eat lettuce with a spoon? A fork works much better because a fork is sharper and stabs into the lettuce. That's a lot like a shark's tooth. It's sharp and cuts into the meal so it can't get away, like when you try to get something on your plate and it shoots off the plate. And interestingly, great whites have what's called serrated edges on their teeth. It's not just a sharp point, but it's jagged all along down the side of the tooth, so they are especially good at biting into and ripping through flesh, like seal meat. So if you've ever cut through a tomato, a blade that has bumps along it cuts through the tomato easier than just a one straight blade. That's a lot like a great white shark tooth, helping them capture and eat their meal. Listeners, if you're not already supporting the podcast, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. There are different tiers to join from. With a monthly donation, you could receive a thanks on the show, get your name mentioned for your birthday, a t-shirt, sticker, or even select a show topic. Also, check out our shop on moosejawmatt.com for a wonderful selection of books on sharks. Finally, check out our Facebook page to see if you're today's winner for shark stickers. Next up on Shark Week.
Learn about a shark that glows in the dark.
Thank you for joining me as we continue Shark Week here on Nature and Science for Kids.